FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
All kids will experiment with lying, and but certainly by their 4th birthday, and they'll be lying in observational studies twice as often by the time they're 6. But that's when they hit school, and now they can start lying to sort of gain social status. They'll say they own Pokemon cards they don't own.
Right.
They'll say they have a dog at home that they don't have. You know, and but also kids will start calling them a liar. They'll learn that you don't, and then. So it'll get socialized out of most kids, or at least half the kids. The other half of kids, if they don't get it socialized out of them by the time they're 7, they tend to hang on to it as an operating style for difficult circumstances. But lying for social status is just one aspect of it. Really, it's really lying to avoid punishment, and thinking that when kids lie, they're really trying to pretend for a moment to their parent, I didn't do it. Because they think their parent doesn't want them to have done it. And if you want kids to tell the truth, it's important not to emphasize punishment, but emphasize how happy you'll be if they tell the truth. And my daughter, who's 5, who is quite a little tricky, little manipulative little girl, we've been doing this for the last year and a half or so, and it seems to be working, at least with us. She doesn't lie. We always prime her right when she's about to lie, like, I'm really happy if you tell me the truth, and she'll tell us the truth. At school, we'll see what happens.
We had this one, so I see this theme that's going to develop tonight is Poe has the actual facts and reporting, and I'm going to just tell you stories about my kids and hope that he can analyze them and maybe solve their problems. So this is my favorite lying story. So it's 1st grade, and it's Parent Appreciation Day, and each of the kids wrote a story about their parents, a sort of an appreciation of their parents and all the things that they love about their parents and what their parents do with them. And there was a big brunch, and the kids, it was all they laminated them, and they decorated them, and they'd worked on them individually with a teacher. So, and everyone's crying, right? So every kid gets up one after the other, and then my son gets up, and he reads this beautiful, beautiful, almost prose poem about how he loves his parents because his daddy taught him to play poker and sometimes let him win, and his mommy makes the best fried chicken in the world. It's super crispy, and this whole litany. And Michael and I are sitting there, our faces frozen, because not a single thing is true. Nothing. And it's not like, Michael spends hours and hours and hours of every day playing with the kids, playing Legos, playing, every game you can imagine, not poker. And I don't cook. Michael cooks. He's the cook. I have never made fried chicken in my life. I wouldn't know how to begin to make fried. So some woman leans over and says, "Hi, I'd love to get your recipe." I'm like, so we went up to the teacher and we said, yeah, none of that was true. And she goes, no, I work individually with the children and we really brainstorm. And I said, no, not a word. And she's like, wow, never happened all my years of teaching. We have 2 choices here. We can go with child of writers, incredible imagination, pathological liar, needs therapy. I say we go with the first one. I was like, good plan. And I took that thing and I put it on the wall because, as just testament to, I feel like it is this profound, evidence of just the lengths that child will go not to tell the truth. It's amazing.